Okay, so what I bought was the one-of-a-kind Enemen polo shirt. And what I'm going to do with this Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Richard. I'm a part-time reseller on eBay where I source items from garage sales, thrift stores, online auctions, retail arbitrage, estate auctions, estate sales, and online auctions. And I take those items and I sell them on eBay for a profit. So in this video, I'm going to go over items that I sold from January 1st through January 15th. Before we start, I wanted to show a couple things that I went and purchased online. Okay, this, I've already opened them up. I purchased this from Kat, the Nurse Flipper. It's her coffee mug, so I will add it to the rest of them back behind me. The next thing, I purchased this off Kevin, the Commonwealth Flipper. It was his auction for Christmas where he's donating all of that to charities. And so I picked this item up. And he also included some of his stickers. Which, Kevin, I need to send you some of these back. I got so many of these. And it's signed. Kevin signed this one. And then put on the back, 2020 CW Charity Fundraiser. And then Reagan also signed it. Okay, so what I bought was the one-of-a-kind Enemen polo shirt. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to put it in a case to put up on the wall back behind me. And I'm going to put on there that not to be opened until Reseller Rally 2020/now 2021. So those are the things that I purchased. So the first thing that sold is this HDMX audio speaker. I picked this up at a garage sale. I'm into it for $1 and the buyers all into it for $14.31. The next item, I sold some Yankee Candle. They're the wax melts. I lotted 2 of them together. I purchased this at Walmart on clearance and I'm into them for 75 cents each, so that's $1.50. The buyers all into it for $16.45. The next thing that sold is this Polaroid film. I purchased this at Walmart on clearance. I'm into each one for $2 each. That's cost of goods for $4. And they sold for $21.71. The next item is this Lego Marvel Spider-Man. I purchased 3 of these on Walmart clearance. I'm into it for $9 for each item, and you'll see through here all 3 of them sold. This one sold, the buyers all into it for $36.62. This next item I also picked up at Walmart on clearance. I picked up, at the time I picked up 4 of them. 3 were the same size. This particular one, the buyers all into it for $43.95. I did do free shipping, but the nice thing about this one, it was actually somebody in my local town that actually purchased the item. So there was no shipping charges involved at all for this. And the buyers all into it for $43.95. The next item is another one of these Spider-Man, and the buyers all into it for $33.95. Okay, this item is some type of multivitamin for your eyes. Picked it up at Walmart clearance for $7. The buyers all into it for $24.75. The next item is another pair of the boots. It was actually 2 of the pair of boots. I actually made a deal with the person that bought the first set of boots and offered her a cheaper rate on the other two. And these both sold for $70, and I'm into it for cost of goods for both pair for $22. This next item, I picked this up also on RA. I paid 25 cents for each one of them. That's 5 in total. So that is cost of goods of $1.25. The buyer's all into it for $12.68. Here is another one of those Christmas dishes I sold. This is the cake platter, and the buyer's all into this for $51 even. Sold some more of the Yankee Candle wax melts. Bought 2 of them together. The buyer's all into it for $16.58. The next item I sold was some K-cups, the paper K-cups that go in the Kruger machines. I picked this up at my local thrift store. I'm into it for 50 cents, and the buyer's all into it for $9.32. This item I picked up this last summer on a garage sale. I'm into it for 50 cents, and the buyer's all into it for $12.56. Excuse me, $12.55. This item is a Hallmark stuffed plush. It was a dragon with wings. I purchased this at my thrift store. I'm into it for $1, and the buyer's all into it for $16.20. This item sold some of these before. This is the tattoo swap, and purchased this from a friend of mine that basically had a bunch of stuff and just wanted to sell it. Cost of goods maybe into this item for maybe $1, and the buyer's all into it for $13.52. The next item, you've seen me sell quite a few of these. I'm actually running out of these. I've only got 3 available now. This is the John Deere front license plate. I purchased these at a garage sale, and I'm into them for 67 cents each. And this one, the buyer's all into it for $17.39. Sold another one of the Christmas dishes. This was the nut candy dish. It was a smaller dish, 6 inches. And the buyer's all into it for $23.07. This item here I picked up also on Walmart clearance. I'm into each item for 25 cents each. So that's cost of goods of 50 cents. The buyer's all into it. He actually purchased 2 lots of these. So cost of goods is going to be a total of $1. And the buyer's all into it for $25.62. This here is another RA item. Purchased this at Walmart clearance. Each one cost me $1. I allotted 2 of them together, so cost of goods is $2. And the buyer's all into it for $25.31. Is another RA item. I purchased a couple of these on Walmart clearance. I'm into this for $5, and the buyer's all into it for $19.27. Seems like I just keep talking about RA items, but here's another RA item. I actually purchased this at Walmart clearance. They had, I think, approximately, probably about like 48 of them. I think I had 14 lots for sale. I allotted 2 of them together. I'm into each one of them for $2, so it's cost of goods of $4. And the buyer's all into it for $21.68. This item I actually picked up on a high bid lot. It was a bunch of Tupperware dishes in a box, and for the entire box, which I've been selling a lot of these off, I'm into the entire lot for $2. So cost of goods on this might be 10 cents, 20 cents maybe. These were some vintage Milo ware. I allotted 3 bowls together, and the buyer's all into it for $18.40. This item was also an RA item, but I actually made a mistake on the listing. That you got to watch it when you go out there and look for comps and you say sell similar. Got to check the title. This one actually had this one plus another one, so it was lotted 2 together, but it did not show that in the picture. I didn't catch that, and the buyer bought both of them. I looked at it and realized my mistake. I reached out to the buyer and I explained what happened. I went and gave her a 50% refund off of the purchase because I only had one of those. She was okay with that. This was really weird because she did not want me to send the box. She wanted me to take all the contents out of the box and ship it that way. when it still had free shipping. So for this single item, I'm into it for $9. Made a big mistake, still made a little bit of money. The buyer's all into it for $19.33 after my refund. Now the thing you have to realize as resellers, we all make mistakes. But the thing is you have to own up to your mistakes. Reach out to the buyer, have them either cancel the order or offer them something, maybe a refund, a little discount off when it is your mistake. And I find that's actually worked for me almost 100% of the time. This item was a Scooby-Doo. I picked it up on RA as well. The package was damaged. I did disclose that in the description. I'm into it for $5.45 and the buyer's all into it for $17.99. This item right here was a good item. This was also an RA item. I'm thinking for each package, I was into each package for 25 cents. I allotted 10 of them together, so that's cost of goods of $2.50. The buyer's all into it for $41.48. This item I picked up at my local thrift store. It was a 49ers t-shirt. It was brand new. I purchased it at my thrift store for $3. It was new without tags, so I listed it just as that, new without tag, and the buyer's all into it for $18.80. The next item is one I've sold quite a few of. These are the vintage Jurassic Park pinback buttons that date back to 1993. This lot was a lot of 5 of them, and they sold for $15.88. Here's another RA item. I purchased this at my local Walmart on clearance for $5. The buyer's all into it for $31.69. This item took me a while to list because I just didn't really know. I didn't think it would really sell. I picked this up at a garage sale this last summer. I only paid 50 cents for it. Actually, no, I paid 25 cents for it because when I picked it up, they told me it was 50 cents. I kind of looked, put it back down. They said, okay, 25 cents. So I went and picked it up. I said, what the heck? It was a very long, basically a Santa hat. And so cost of goods is 25 cents. And it sold fairly quickly after me listing it finally. I think it sold within that same day. I can't quite remember. So the buyer's all into it for $22.91. This next item, I talked about it already. It's a John Deere plate. This buyer's all into it for $17.55. Now the next 11 items that sold within this month, I'm not gonna go ahead and show you those. I'll put a link right up here to the video that I actually did. It was the 4th quarter weekend sales that I had done. This item, quite honestly, I did not think would actually sell. I actually purchased a bunch of these end of last Christmas from Walmart. I think I'm into it for 25 cents a box. This particular one sold, and the buyer's all into it because they paid shipping. The buyer's all into it for $9.61. This item is also an RA item, which is something I said I would never get into, which is those Funko Pops. But they were on clearance at Walmart. I'm into this one for $2.20. I couldn't pass it up. And this one, the buyer's all into it for $12.27. Here's another one of the Christmas items, a Christmas dish set. This was the cheese cutting board, and the buyer's all into it for $41.57. This item I picked up this last summer at a garage sale. I'm into it for 50 cents, and it's some kind of vintage 1984 Hallmark stocking holder, and the buyer's all into it for $18.07. This item I picked up at my local thrift store. I'm into it for $2. It was the Talking Barney. I had to wait a little bit to list a particular item because I didn't have the batteries to fit it. So once I got the batteries, I was able to test it, and it did work. So I'm into cost of goods for $2, and the buyer's all into it for $19.95. This item also picked up at my local thrift store. I'm into this for $1. It was new with tag, and the buyer's all into it for $13.01. So for all the items that I've shown you in this video, total sales is $15, $60, and 80 cents. If you like content like this, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, and then as I do new videos, you'll be alerted as to when I post another video. Until next time, keep picking. I purchased these on you don't want to ship an item. You don't want to get hit with an unable to fill item. Reach out to the buyer, have the date back to 1990. So in this video, I'm going to go over the items that I sold since. But before we start, I wanted to get a couple things. It was like a the video that I actually did, it was so for all the items that I've shown you, total cost of sales, you'll be alerted